Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is July the 30th, which means tomorrow is July the 31st, which means the Honor Note 10 officially will be announced. I don't know about you, but I am really excited to finally see this phone. It's probably not going to come to the States for another month, but we'll at least finally know the specs on the phone. So anyway, today I want to talk about the Note 10 rumored specs right before the launch, Mi Max 3 and Mi Max Pro, Mi Max 3 Pro, and the Samsung Note 9. Can I compare that to these phones and see just how boring it actually looks if the leaks are to be believed? So let's dive right in. Huawei opened up, or Honor opened up, a down payment or pre-order basically for the Note 10. Again, it gets announced tomorrow. It's going to have a humongous 6x9 or 6.9 inch display, and then it's going to have a Kirin 970 chip inside in all likelihood. I was really hoping for something a little bit beefier like the 980, but the 970 is just fine. It's a little bit better than the Snapdragon 710 performance-wise, so by no means a slouch. Now, as far as the storage and stuff, I'm expecting a 6 gig of RAM, 128 gig of storage, and then they may do the 8 gig with 128 and 6 gig with 64 and reserve an 8 gig of RAM, 512 gig of storage model for a Rolls-Royce edition, which has been rumored, and that's also been leaked already. Now, the big letdown, the battery is rumored to be 6,000 milliamp hours a couple of weeks ago, and now we see even from Huawei officially that's down to 5,000. Not a big deal. Still a massive battery on this phone. I'm not going to be disappointed at all having a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but it is something more concrete than what we saw a couple of weeks ago. And then here at the bottom of this picture, you can see, 731 again tomorrow. So really stoked to finally see this phone. The cameras, the sensors, I'm not paying any attention to those whatsoever. I had a Huawei Mate 10, and man, those had some awesome cameras. Those cameras are pretty solid, and Honor's phones are no exception. The Honor View 10 had some pretty great cameras on it, and that was a $500 phone when it came out. Price wise, still not much on this. Again, that's one of the reasons I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm expecting it to come in around 500 bucks. If it comes in underneath 600 bucks, there's a very good chance I'll pick one of these up. Now, onto the Mi Max 3 Pro rumors. So, we did see this rumor, this leak. You can see July 23rd, about a week old. We saw the Mi Max 3 Pro with a Snapdragon 710 pictured on Qualcomm's own website. Now, shortly thereafter, again 2 days later, July 25th, we saw the head of product marketing for Xiaomi come out and say there is no Mi Max 3 Pro with a Snapdragon 710. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems like a really specific thing to say it does not exist. My thought is they'll do a Mi Max 3 Pro maybe with a different Snapdragon chip. Maybe they'll do a global version of the phone with a 710. I'm really not sure. I'm really hoping that they do one, but regardless, for me to pick one of these up, I need to have a global version of the phone, hardware-wise. Software-wise, I know I can flash the ROM. In fact, some places are already selling it with the global ROM, but I really need those LTE bands that come on the global variants. For example, where I live, I need the band 17 inside of my house, and the Mi Max 3 does not currently come with it. So Mi Max 3 Pro is denied. I don't believe much that these people say with any tech company, so we'll see. But regardless, hopefully they'll at least release a global variant here soon. Now keep in mind the Mi Max 3 was about 250 to 300 bucks depending on which variant you picked storage-wise. Expecting the Honor Note 10 to come in between 5 and 600 bucks on the high end as far as the internals go, storage goes. So then we move over to the Note 9. Now, the Note 9 looks just like the Note 8. I think the back of it with the camera setup and fingerprint scanner look super fugly. I'm glad they moved the scanner from there down to more of the center, so it's a little more natural, but I still think it's a really ugly phone on the back. Now, the front looks just like the Note 8, or as I called it, the Galaxy Remote 8, because it's just so freaking, tall. It's got the 18.5:9 aspect ratio due to the curved edges of the phone. And I don't know about you guys, but with the phone, its big selling point is the S Pen. I want more horizontal screen real estate. I don't want less. Like, I know that the curve gives it a cool effect, but that's got to wear off after what, a week? And then you're just like, where the hell's the rest of my screen? So Yeah, 6.3 or 6.38 inch screen of what's actually usable. It's going to be less than that again due to the curve. It'll have the flagship spec, Snapdragon 845 in there. That'll be cool. Samsung's always got some great cameras, but I'm really not excited about the phone. And here's the big reason why. There's been a couple of different leaks come out depending on the currency when you convert to US dollars, which is where I am. I'm in the US. It's between about 935 and 980 for the base model, which will be 128 gigs of storage, probably 6 gigs of RAM, and then between 1200 and 1400 for the 512 gig variant, which will likely come with 8 gigs of RAM. I know that's a ton of storage in a phone, but holy crap, that's a lot of money for a phone. Especially when you compare it to, you think about the screen and what you're going to use the phone for, and maybe you're one of those people, which is what I'm kind of evolving into. Like, I don't really care if I have the flagship specs, just give me a good, smooth experience, give me a nice big battery, a good looking screen, and I'll be happy. Also, some good cameras. So, again, Huawei's got some pretty solid cameras on their devices. Same can be said for Xiaomi. Neither one of these two phones are going to stun you with the specs, but they will be smooth experiences. If my past experience with the two companies says anything, their skins are feature rich, but they're relatively light, especially Xiaomi's very light skin. Samsung's, well, TouchWiz lag is a rumor, or I guess not even a rumor at this point. I guess a stereotype for a reason. So yeah, crazy price tag on that. I may pick one up anyway, just to compare it to a Galaxy Mega that I have, which is a phone Samsung released in 2013. It's got a 6.3-inch screen, but it's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, just to try and give you guys a idea of what I'm talking about. Having that more horizontal screen real estate really would make more sense on a phone like the Note 9. And if they had a 16 by 9 screen, I wouldn't mind that it was only 6.3 inches. That's just me though. So anyway, guys, wanted to keep this one quick, get you some last minute rumors on the Note 10, give you some updates on the Mi Max 3 Pro and potentially a global variant, which I think will certainly be coming, and then compare that with the Note 9, another highly anticipated phone, and it just really looks boring to me in comparison, especially when you consider this Honor Note 10 is supposed to have a Samsung AMOLED panel. Samsung, what are you doing? Anyway, guys, let me know if you have any additional thoughts in the comments, if I missed anything, if you've seen any exciting news on these phones, and I'll catch you in the next one.